Alright, um, this video should be pretty straightforward. It's just gonna be a world record analysis of the current console any% NBS world record of 2457 by uh formerly known as House. Now, as you can see, name change, Finger Z06 or Finger Z06. I'm sorry, I don't know the actual pronunciation. I haven't talked to the man in a while, but I hope he's holding up well. I also have my PB pulled up just in case at any point I feel like I want to compare the two, but it's mostly just gonna be about this video. So let's not waste too much time. Let's just get into talking that. I don't know if I don't know if I'll release this. This is mostly just for me. Um, yeah, that's the reset. We'll just get to the actual run. So I'm pretty sure me and House do mostly the same things. Um, I'm kind of want to see how he approaches some areas. I mean that's all fine. I mean obviously you can take stuff like that sharper and stuff, but it's like nitpicking at that point. Uh, I actually I actually really like how he does this here. He like he stops the charge like so early and starts turning to face the dragon quite early as well, to then charge, or I guess just to hold the direction down, to the right spawn the dragon a bit earlier. I don't know if it would be much faster. I think it would be faster if here you do this turn and then right about like at this point you start charging maybe, or like right as like you fully turned you start charging. They could have saved it, like you know. I guess the way I do it is kind of similar to that, I think. If I go to it. Yeah, I mean, I land on the thing. If I had jumped from further ahead, I would have been able to like do the same thing. And then yeah, as soon as I'm turned facing, I start charging just to save the tiniest bit of time. House likes to go around the right side there. I don't know what I do in my PV, but I typically change between going around the left side and jumping across the well. Yeah, I like going around the left side. I think left side's tiny bit better, but I'm not sure. Since I left all those gems, he goes all the way to the left. I've actually found that sticking to the right, kind of to the right side, you're more likely to pick up this red gem here, which sometimes doesn't collect. But that's what I prefer to do, but I can understand sticking to the left there. Um, not too much different. Yeah, I mean, this is all gonna be standard. I'll just skip through this. There's nothing that happens there that'll be worth talking about. Yeah, he stays so left on those gems that it's something I need to get better at for sure. Gets the ball cycle like so early as well because he got to the fairy so nicely. Yeah, he even does like that section way cleaner than I would. Like being so far to the left there. If I go like um if I go here, I mean that wasn't done poorly, but I feel like he's further to the left than I would be, and then for this, like you can see like I'm way further to the right here. when I should be coming in further to the left, and then do the two pivots rather than the one straight turn into one pivot. Yeah, that makes sense. One flat. Um, yeah, one flat standard. A little bit of a movement mistake there. He opts for those two chests. I prefer going for the two on the left. Um, I don't know if this is gonna load, but he went for the two on the right. I prefer the two on the left. I don't know if there's any difference at all there. I'm gonna just assume no. Yeah, this is all gonna be standard here, I'm assuming. He went a bit too far to the right, but look, the first like the first like section of the run I do no, the first section of the run House does better, and then the second section of the run I do better. And then my run starts to fall off after Wizard Peak, but up until Wizard Peak, up until the end of Wizard Peak, my run is faster. But still, I want to see how he approaches all this. He stays kind of to the left with the chest. I would typically just go straight ahead that second chest, but he sticks a bit more to the left of it. Kind of lets him be lined up quite nicely with the last one, and lets him do that charge jump onto the do the charge onto the spring chest quite cleanly. Sticking to the right of all these guys. It makes sense. No pivot. Yep. No pivot there is a bit. I would assume it's better to pivot. His jump was clean. The upstairs is clean. Moving the camera whilst he does as well. That's something that I don't do very much. Is he's moving the camera as he's going up the stairs with these glides. It's um lets him be more positioned like way more naturally than I would. He doesn't hold straight down here as well. He holds like down into the left, I guess, as he starts and then starts charging. I hold straight down and then I would go. I can show it. Rather than going to the right there, it would be like um to the side of the cactus. And I don't know what's faster there. If I hold straight down and then instead of going around, I go straight through the cactus. I have to assume that what I'm doing there is fast. I feel like you just taken the better line. Could have been faster with the flame there, yeah. But I mean, super solid. The thing that makes House doesn't do the jump across there as well, which is interesting. I don't know why he doesn't. I don't know if I don't know. The thing that makes House so tough to compete against with these times is he's so consistent. Even if he's doing something that's like, you know, half a second slower, he's just so consistent with it that, you know, he will never make the mistake of like getting something like that wrong, like whereas I might. He's gonna do this. I mean, this is gonna be really stand. Oh my god! Actually, that is ridiculous. How good he got that glide. The one in this run is not gonna be anywhere near as clean. I'm gonna stay airborne way longer, and in this game, the longer you stay airborne, the slower you're going. Yeah, you see, I stay airborne for an extra like point, like 0.2 seconds. But those 0.2 seconds I could have spent, you know, charging, which would have let me do this section a tiny bit quicker. And it may feel like, oh, I mean, you're nitpicking because, it's fucking 0.2 seconds you know, in this small section, which is already short short as it is, but stuff like that, like minimizing the time I spend airborne, maximizing the time I spend charging, and doing those glides like that sharper, that's gonna be like the difference maker in, you know, being at the skill level that I'm at right now and pushing to being like a top level player. Top level player. Looking to the right, that makes sense. Looking to the left here, he's gonna. Oh, you see, that's so interesting. I always play it super safe, and instead of landing in the middle here, I'll land on the left. Because I like landing on the left, because then I take like a turn. You see here, I land way more to the left of the platform. Because then this turn here feels more natural to me for the setup. But no, he lands in the center, and he does the turn way quicker. He like risks it. Because he knows that with 90 minutes and with console being at 30 FPS, he knows he can kind of just like full send this jump and he's gonna make it, more often than not. And yeah, I mean, I think what's interesting here is that you need to land, you can't land on the right side of this platform to need the thief to move over. But he lands like in the middle of the platform, basically like just about crossing the line where you need to land in order to get the thief to move. And yeah, obviously sends the risky jump. Yeah, so clean. He didn't get the red gem there, which he could have gotten, but super clean. I actually want to go back for one thing, and it's the firework. Yeah, he does the firework way quicker. I mean, you can see how much time I'm losing in this section here. I mean, of course, ignoring the fact that I got a second try, like, I'm losing like 2 seconds probably on Clifftown. Because this setup that I do here is fine when you don't have 90 minutes, when you need to line up the left side here. But since, you know, House has 90 minutes, yeah, I mean, it's way quicker for me to just turn around straight away here and just send the jump. Like, we're only 8 minutes into the run, if I reset, I reset. It's not that big of a deal. Um, Might be a bit of a mental blow, but take a little break and you get back to it. And then, yeah, I need to practice this right here. This firework, he does it so smoothly with the booster jump. It's also fluid. House's movement is also fluid all the time. And mine feels way clunkier. Charges around the right there rather than jumping across it. It's interesting. He doesn't do a charge jump there. I don't even know how much faster. I mean, yeah, I think turning that corner there is slightly quicker. The charge jump here. I think the way I do it there is cleaner than what he does, but and the pivot there might be a tiny bit nicer as well. Super clean magic stairs. He doesn't do the roll, he prefers the pivot. I might have to start doing the pivot honestly, rather than the roll. I don't know. Glide across. Pretty standard, I mean, nothing really to say. He's not gonna do anything special here, it's just gonna be a drop. All standard, all standard. Yeah. He's gonna do this. This is all standard, I mean. He stays quite far to the right there. Yeah, nothing that he's doing here that I don't do or that I don't look to do already. He's a bit slow on the drop there, but Yeah, he avoids charging into the second guy, opting instead to charge into the other guy and then turn to flame her, the mama, but I do it differently in that I opt. Wait, we'll see. You can see there how I do that. I opt to just charge jump into that one because sometimes if you charge straight at it and you're getting there too early, then you'll take a hit and then you fall off sometimes. But if you charge jump, you like buffer yourself basically. Then you do the flame as you land, jump straight up, get the gem, catch out the air, and then I charge into the one on the right there as well, and then ignore. I think House avoids and goes around the left, yeah. But I think charging straight ahead is nicer. He goes around the left, I go around the right. I'm pretty confident in saying that would be positive if I go around the left here, but I always just forget. So I need to keep that like front of my mind when I'm in Shemp to go around the left. He's good, he gets all the gems. I never get the green gem. I never do it. He hangs for a little bit more time on the platforms, make sure he gets the green, and I never get it. Oh, this is fairly standard. He doesn't charge the spring chest there, it's actually very surprising. I don't think he's gonna do anything in Night Flight that I don't already do. So I'm just gonna skip Night Flight. Um, I mean, this is all standard. What time do you get? 103.4? I get better times than 103.4. But he gets a 517. See, even with House's movement being different than what I would usually go for, and I would even say, like, even with me doing movement, which I would say is probably faster overall, like, taking, like, the way I do the movement, the way I take the lines and stuff. His, like, small little thing that he does in Cliff Town and just, like, being snappier and being smoother, it evens out, and I get a 519 and he gets a 517. You can also see the difference between PS5 loads, where this is 13 minutes into a run, and Xbox loads, where this is like 12 minutes into a run. Yeah, he's saving a minute on loads already over me. It's crazy. But yeah, already House is saving 2 seconds on me here. I'm gonna pull it back and eventually be um should be a second ahead of House. When was it peak? Maybe it's tied, I forget. But yeah, Guidebook's Gem exit. It's coming 1202 gem. Quite good. I haven't really noticed him missing any gems other than the red in Stonehill and the red in Uptown. Oh, well, there you go. He doesn't get that one at the back. He doesn't stick to the left. He doesn't get the red there either. Honestly, I don't know if I'll start cutting out this red. Because it's like a 0.2 second time loss to go get it. But honestly, I don't think I should be needing that red. So I think I will just cut it out. He does that so nicely. The one thing that getting the red does though, actually, is it makes it so that this guy lines up more like nicely. It's for you to be able to get the two chests straight after. As here, you have to charge him and then make the pivot into the other chest, and it's a bit annoying. So I don't know if I'll change that actually. Mm, I don't know. Probably will. Probably will cut out. I actually don't know about this section. He jumps across. He doesn't land on this red gem, which I'm not even sure if I land on it. So we gotta check. I don't do the jump across. I do land on it. Yeah, I don't do the jump across. I just opt to take the line. But jumping across does make sense. I don't know why I've never thought to do that. That is crazy. And yeah, he could have landed on the gem like I do, but um, he's just missing out on a few reds in Ice Cavern, and then yeah, messing up the movement there for the jump. But it is what it is, honestly. He lands on the 5. How does he do that? Yeah, he opts to jump down like I do. This is like standard. Nothing to mention. He avoids going for that guy. That is a misplay. That is a misstep, I think. This guy's a free gem. He's If you just take the line, like yeah, you can see. I messed up getting on the thing, but that's a free red gem. And he could have sent that harder. I sent it here and I messed up, but you can send it and make up like fairly consistently. Like I haven't practiced it too much and um I get it like often. That makes sense. If he stuck to the right there, he could have forced the guy to go the right way. I don't know if I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like how I do this section better. I prefer my ice cannon for sure. Aside from the little jump across that he does, that was pretty good. The little cut across for the red gem. I finished with 7 extra gems as well. It's not bad. Oh, he gets the extra 2 at the end, but 1404 gem count. I'll let that keep playing actually. And I'm at 1405. Fair enough, man. Okay. And this is gonna be standard. Yeah, he goes and grabs. I think he doesn't go for the chest on the side. I don't remember what gem that chest is. I don't know why I can't remember that. It's only a 2. He opts to go for. Yeah, he opts to get these here and not that one. Whereas I opt to avoid these and go for those. This here is, definitely a few extra gems, but I just found it to be unnecessary. Like, that guy's a red. You're getting 8 gems, basically, for what ends up being like I think I timed it to be like a 2 point something second detour, so around 4 gems a second, a bit less than 4 gems a second. It's the case where if my gem count isn't like really good, going into Magic Crafters, then yeah, I'll opt to get these 8 extra gems because they're they're not bad, but I see them more as detour gems now. Um, and yeah, he could have gone this too, and it wouldn't have cost him like that much. He doesn't need it, obviously. Um, oh, he gets the red gem there. I don't even know if I get the red gem. I do. I never noticed that we get that red gem. Mate, he's gonna deal with this fine. He does the flying skip into high caves, he prefers it. I do not. There you go. High caves issues, you know. Like what kind of ruined it, he's gonna have to sit in on the dragon for a little bit. Got cycles line up, he misses the red gem. I don't know why your input always gets eaten there. Yeah, he does all this the same way that I do. Where he flamed those chests. He only opts to get, I don't know if he opts to do this or if he messed up. Kind of looks like he stops his charge before he bonks. It kind of looks like he does opt to charge one, bonk the next, and then use the iframes. Whereas I prefer um, to charge through two chests and then do a glide cancel. Um, I messed up here, although I think this might just be faster actually than hitting both, and way easier. I just have to go in a straight line. I'm gonna look into incorporating that, I guess. But yeah, that's all gonna be normal. Rescue the dragon. Is he a left or right? Left. Understandable. With a peak flying skip, holy correct. I don't even know if I'm left or right here. I'm left as well. I prefer to do a little wall bounce there, and he just doesn't, and it's and it's like smooth of him to not go for it. But I'm way more consistent when I do a little wall bounce, and it doesn't really cost anything like to go for it. So he could be a little faster with these, but you know, he always goes he goes right to left in that room, whereas I always try and just pray that they will line up for me, which they do in this run, right? Yeah, I go left, praying that they line up for me here, but he goes right to left every time. I guess even if you go right to left, you still can get them if they line up. So I always don't know why he didn't get the red in the chest. I mean, it's literally right there. He prefers to go for the guys before the chest, and I prefer to go for the chest before the guys. I don't know if I do in this run, but oh no, I go for the guys. I missed one of the guys. I would typically go for the. I used to go for the chest before the guys, but I switched. Guys before chest. That's fine. I want to see how he sets up here. Or he just goes for it. Mad. I swing more to the right here so that I can swing back out to the left and then swing back into the right. And then I get a slowdown. That's crazy that this was 842 with a slowdown. I don't know what his IGT is here. I think it's 843, but I could just be wrong. It might honestly be faster. And I was just misremembering. 843, yeah. And then mine is even with a little bit of a slow ending to the supercharge here. Um, I prefer how I do this beef at least. Yeah, with the slowdown and with going for that extra gem, which I really didn't need. Um, this run with 848 is not as good as it could have been, obviously, but somewhere on this channel there's an 842. Oh, this isn't even my PB, that's why. Yeah. Let's go to where okay. Yeah. This will show. 842. So what was the supercharge like on this one then? I mean, that's
Yeah,
how you
this is
feel
the
when
house
you know
that was ahead of.
consistent isn't for you.
This is the run that was ahead of house, so
The
everything that I
real
was doing
benefits of
before should be
Reignited
the
this one
same,
is just
so
like, it takes up a lot less time, so you can do more runs,
yeah, this makes a lot more sense.
and you can get more consistent at the things.
So I guess let me quickly look at the high caves, and then I'll look at ice cavern. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's faster. It's a bit hard to know, but I think that house is certainly easier. Um, and the thing here I want to check before that. Yeah, I didn't do the jump across. And then let's see if I do it correctly to showcase. Yeah, there you go. You see, if I didn't bonk on that little geometry there, it would have been perfect. Um, I'll just skip to like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he does the supercharge normally here to Alpine. He missed his spring chest, just kind of whatever. I don't know. So he didn't miss it. He was just like really far to the right. I don't know why I thought we would get that, but he was just really far to the right for some reason. So yeah, he could have definitely done that a bit better. Super clean. He's so good with this. He messed up the little charge there, but he's so clean with all this. He gets both of them. He's gonna sit on this for a little bit. I mean, this is all good. I mean, I have nothing to say. Like good this that he's chooses to leave that guy. I would typically flame before going in. He catches that gem out the air when he could let it drop. I'm assuming he's missed it a few times, that's why he doesn't let it drop, but he can let it drop and you won't really be missing it all too much. He missed the guy there on the stairs, but it's whatever. Jesus to charge through those chests. I always flame them to be safe, but understandable. He takes his time there, he doesn't do what I do, which is like go in there and just like roll through after flaming. Yeah, I'm a lot clunkier. I mean, you can just tell that I play like I'm so much clunkier. And I do the flame there, and I do the roll with the IGT, 959, 958. You can see he saved 2 seconds on me in that Alpine. From the entrance to the end of Alpine, he saved 2 seconds on me. And that's all because we're not doing anything different. It's just his movement is way more consistent, way cleaner than mine. It's crazy. Get the right one now. Crystal fight's all gonna be normal. Oh yeah, no, he does that, which I'm not sure if it saves any time, but what he does. Let's check at the end. 50.7. I think the best I've gone is a 50.3 maybe. So clearly I don't need to do that. Yeah, there you go. 50.5 on this run.
Clearly I don't need to do that start in order to get a time as fast or faster than that. 10:57 here. I don't know why I was at probably 10:58, right? 10:57 as well, never mind. I was just clean on the entrance, I guess, because the night flights were about the same. See how it does this part. You get closer, I flame way earlier, and he drops down to get those 7. That's so interesting. That is so worth it. Did I used to do this? I feel like I used to do that and then I stopped. I don't know why I would have. Those are so free. But actually, you kind of... Okay, let's time from here, from the touch to that touch. Not really worth it. Doesn't really look like it'd be worth it. It's a bit slow. But if I guess if I'm really low on gems at this point, I could get those 7. That's something to keep in mind, I guess. He's at 28:44, and I'm at what? 28:26. Yeah, so his gem count is way nicer. 0 missed gem Vandy, I swear, bro. Getting shocked by the guy that would be quicker, but I haven't looked into like actually learning that yet. I need to. He bonks, so I don't know if he'll be able to make cycle here. Oh no, he will. He will 'cause he has super clean move in throughout that the bonk didn't even mount. That's crazy. I don't know why he opted to flame the second guy here. He could have very easily pivoted to charge here, but I don't know. Yeah, super unlucky bonk to be fair. This is all just so clean how he plays. Yeah, Sparks to the split doesn't matter. This is all standard cleanup that you would do with Sparks anyways. He's gonna quit game for Sparks and he's gonna exit and then Lunist. Oh, super clean wall guide and super clean double flame. I don't think my wall guide or double flame are that clean. You can find out. Definitely not as clean of a wall guide and the double flame's a bit awkward, but you know, whatever. Recording for 40 minutes so far, about halfway through the video, makes sense. Oh my god. Orgasmic mid-air pivot. Oh, it's like it spends like 4 frames, like 4 or 5 frames out of charge. God, that's crazy. And then that time he turned perfectly as well. That was beautiful. That was really good. Look at the torch jump setup. Took him a little bit more time than
maybe he wanted, but it was clean. I want to go through my opening terrace segment. Not as clean as his mid-air turn. Certainly not. Not as clean as the sub either, Jesus. But I think what I should see is the cycles will line up anyways because I'm like a second late. I'm like a second off him here. But because he was so fast and so quick, like he had to wait on the cycle a little bit anyways. A little hesitant on the cleanup, but it's gonna work out for him because it's all gonna line up the way he wants it. He wants it to, so is that 167 Cyprian, and I was at 167 as well. Yeah, I do the cleanup a little different, and I get it all to line up kind of just as nicely, almost. That's where the being a little bit late got me there because it made me take damage when he was able to avoid it all, even if he had to stray off to the side. He tried to charge down on that chest, it would have been clean. I see the vision. Yeah, he does that all so clean, man. It's so unfair how good he is. Also here, I would usually glide to be safe so I don't bonk on that chest. He just charges over it. Which is what I used to do, but I start to get scared. You're gonna get the fly in. Yeah. He glides a bit early there, but oh, kind of scary situation to be in there, but do the clean first. Missed the double flame, but I always miss that as well, so I can't really criticize that. All standard, to be fair. That's the key with NBS, like, there's nothing crazy that you have to do with NBS, but you just have to stay consistent throughout the whole run. That's interesting, actually. He goes to the right here, right away, and then turns. I like to go straight at that guy flame, turn to the right, and then come back. But I guess you save pivot, not doing that. It's a little bit awkward, you have to flame him blind. Interesting. Even though he does that, it's so clean. The way he just leaves it there. Didn't get the double, but he won't. He won't need to worry about it. He ignores the gems on the left because his gem route makes it that he doesn't need them. Well, yeah, he does this island a bit different, and from what I know, it is slower. So, because yeah, he gets dragon first, and I get dragon last. And the wild flight's gonna be standard. Actually, there's only one thing I want to see here. Yeah, that should be a tiny bit slower. But we'll see. By 7.2. Mine is gonna be
I don't know the time, but 46.3, yeah, almost a second faster. We'll check the IGT here because this is a key IGT point in the run where you check and you can tell what kind of pace you're on. If it's crazy or whatever, he should be 6 seconds ahead. Yeah, he's 6 seconds ahead of me at this point. Isn't that crazy? 6 entire seconds. That is, yeah, that is tough. Oh man. But even from here, from this point, I could have still gotten world record, even being 6 seconds behind. I could have still gotten world record, but a bit too much time towards the end. If he doesn't opt to get those gems on the left there, I prefer getting them. I wonder why. Let's say from cut. 7 seconds. Kind of looks like it's worth it, honestly. But I mean, it feels like it's worth getting those gems. So I don't know. But 4,215. Such a good gem count. He's gonna be good here. This is after like a week's long grind. Console SRT, his movement is peak here. Or it's peaking. He opts to, to go for that thief a bit different than I do. I don't like that setup at all. I prefer what I do with standing at the top of the step. Um, Supercharge, standard. I prefer the thing right there. I just prefer the timing. It was easier for me. And he's gonna do this fine, yeah. He does bonk there, so this is where the big time save is. Tree tops, man. You can always do tree tops faster, it feels like. No such thing as a good tree tops. It's always better. Opts not to go for the fan chest because he knows his gems are so good that he doesn't even need them. He fumbles with the turnaround one time and then gets it. Yeah, I mean, this is where his timeless is. This is where a lot of timeless is at. That treetops. I mean, I didn't capitalize on the timeless in my run. If I did, I could have contended for a world record with the run, but I didn't. I didn't do that. I didn't. I didn't pull off. In fact, if I go back, you see, I get almost the right slowdown, and if I just, it's so annoying that I missed that. Honestly, it's so annoying that I messed that up. Because I could have gotten a really nice treetops here. The only benefit to messing up is that some of like the pressure was alleviated. Um, but I mean, I would have rather have had the pressure with an opportunity for world record than to have missed out on a huge time save. You know, I mean, I still could have gone like obviously like a much better time than this. You know, had I not messed up more afterwards or gotten a better Metalhead, but mentally that kind of killed world record for me, even if it was still possible. He doesn't opt to get those red gems. It's understandable. I like them. I like them though. He doesn't opt for those red gems either. Super interesting actually. Yeah, he knows his gem count is so good that he can blitz straight through that part. And all that blitzing straight through that part, not only is it saving him gems now, but it's also making it easier for him to get a good cycle here. I would argue that the way he does this first room is not great. I don't remember if I do bad with Metalhead here, or if it's bad RNG or whatever it was, but this part here, I mean, yeah, bad RNG for sure, but this path here, even with the bad RNG, is probably on level with his good RNG that he got there. So I could have, yes, again, saved more time, which I didn't save. This will obviously be standard. Always a little scary when you see those final two go red, but you just have to trust. You just have to send it at that point. If you play it safe, then you're gonna lose. You're just gonna lose time. And if you just send it, then even if you get hit, you can still say, "Hey, I did the right thing sending it, because it's what you meant to do." 324. He gets a lot less gems than I do in Metalhead. I think I should finish with 340 something. 341, yeah. And that was with missed gems as well. So, yeah, straight to the ballooners. Straight to Dreamweavers. Gonna do this. Yep, normal. All normal. Doesn't even bother with the red gems on the side, which are free to grab. House does not value red gems in the slightest in this run, but it works out for his gem route. I mean, obviously he's gonna hit this. Still fairly clean. I mean, no real comments other than the spring chest they did at the start. Like, I don't stand the flame. I typically flame as I charge here. It's kind of a best of both worlds solution. So do you go for the double spring chest charge, or do you go for the flame on the just do both. Just flame them and then charge jump through them. And that's the solution to the issue, honestly. I think that's the best way to do it, but obviously people do it differently and stuff. But yeah, he's gonna hit the cycle. Very clean. Um, I don't know what the cycle was like when I got it, but it should be like the exact same. Just about. Yeah. I kind of prefer the way I do the movement towards the end of the game. But obviously, House's movement is so consistent that, I mean, I can't really say anything bad about what he's doing. Like, yeah, crazy good. I was gonna do both Dreamweaver's jumps, of course. I didn't go for one of them because I don't think I even had 90 minutes in this run. Might be wrong. I go for this one for sure. I always do. No, I should have 90 minutes. I go for it, right? I didn't go for it. Wow, what a pussy. Anyways, he does this really nicely. Make sure he lands on that. I don't do it like that. I do it. I leave it and then I come back for it. I should definitely just grab that gem. Yeah, I should definitely just do it like he does. Way better. Way better. Yeah, he's gonna go for the jump. He was it a bit awkwardly, but he got it, and that's what matters. It's still faster to do it awkwardly than to not do it. Icy flight time. All gonna be standard. I believe I messed up Icy Flight in this run. That was like the huge time loss at this point, which like cemented the run as dead. Yeah, because he gets a 57 here. I've gone 55.7 before is my best, I want to say, but here I get like a minute something because it was just so bad. Oh no, it was a different run. I got a minute. I had a different, really good pace run. I got like a minute something, I think. So, uh, but 56.4 is still, you know, could have gone a bit better, but that's all good. I think it was actually the run before this, the 25-24 that I was looking at earlier, which I for whatever reason thought was my PB. Pretty sure that's the one with the bad icy fly. I could be wrong. See what the times here are. 21:37, and this one 21:52. So yeah, 25. No, sorry, 25. 15 seconds behind. Sorry. Which would still place me at like a 25-12. So you can already tell that there's going to be some time loss here at the end of my run. To go from a 25-12 potential to a 25-21, you know? Where do I lose that time? It's going to be a naught, I believe. If I remember correctly, I mean, this run didn't happen that long ago, right? Like, yeah, July 6th? The run didn't happen that long ago. And for some reason, I'm struggling to fucking remember. But I'm pretty sure I messed up the second FIFA Nork. But Jacques, it's gonna be standard Jacques. I mean, he has what was his jump count again? 56-61, okay. House could have cut a few gems here for sure, and he would have still been fine. But let's just see it. Yeah, he knows he doesn't need those gems. I was about to say, if he gets those, I would have said he can cut those with that gem count. Oh, it's so unfortunate. How much time did he lose with that gem? Oh, like 3 seconds almost with that gem. That's so annoying. Well, that's the kind of pressure he's dealing with at this point. Yeah, all good. 2002. Alright, he's gonna go into Cove. He's gonna get a good Cove. Oh, he got a bit of a weird looking Cove. Kinda funny.
the water. The water is like a mirror. Could abuse a jump. I could have planned in earlier. There you go. Packages fixed. You have to go around the left side there on the little platform. Interesting. That's not what I do like at all. I just glide across. If you look at my cove, I don't need to flame that guy. I mean, we can literally see here. I don't know why I flamed that guy. Why did I do that? I also went around the right side of the barrel as well. That's slower than going around the left, but you know, no, you didn't even do the pivot as quickly as I could have. Look at me critiquing this guy. I didn't even do it correctly myself. Yeah, I just cut straight across here. Pretty sure that's just faster, but I don't know. Anyways, hmm, pretty good. Yeah, you got the flying skip for Harbor as well. He's gonna do his glide across here. I don't know if it's faster to do it with this wall glide or not. I simply don't know just because of all the time he spent airborne, but it certainly looks easier. Pretty sure the way that I was doing it in my runs is faster, but I could be wrong, of course. I didn't do it in this run. That sucked because I wanted to show it, but this loses like a second to the way that I do it. And if the way that I was doing the polls around is faster than what House is doing, then me and House will probably have like the same time Twilight Harbor. In fact, let's check. I thought at 104, 33-second Twilight Harbor basically. Is that right? 33-second Twilight Harbor. And House has a what? 12. Was it? 33 seconds compared to what? So 42. I don't even remember what the time was. So 30 seconds. So his Twilight Harbor is 2 seconds faster. About 2 seconds faster. Crazy. No good Twilight Harbor for me, clearly. Never mind, I'll show up. House's Twilight Harbor is clearly faster than mine. Maybe I should look into doing this glide. 'Cause it doesn't look that bad at all. Anyways, he's gonna do this Nork like standard. He's gonna get both fastest thieves. And oh, huge time loss. He lost like, oh, he loses like 2 to 3 seconds there. That's actually huge. I never even knew that. I don't know why I don't remember this shit. I never even realized. I mean, I mess up worse in this run. I don't know how. I don't know how. Yeah, this is where the time loss is. Yeah, I don't know how. I never remembered. He messes this up.
Let's go to the other run. I mean, how long does it take to do this? Like 3 seconds? And he takes what? Yeah, he loses like 2 seconds to that. Ooh, that's actually so tough. 2 second time loss right at the end, but obviously I got like a 9 second time loss from mine, so even worse. But this chase is gonna be standard. Nothing that I will have to add. In fact, I would argue that I do the chase better here. I'm a bit cleaner with my lines, I think. But yeah, wow. Overall, great run. Things that he does better than me, like clearly better than me, that I obviously picked up, um, and have taken note of is the way he takes, the way he jumps into the well in Stone Hill's a little different. The turns he takes in Town Square, cleaner, for sure cleaner. And then super efficient movement Dry Canyon. Then it was Clifftown, he's so much smoother than me in Clifftown. Like, oh my god, I'm so jealous of his Clifftown actually. This is so smooth, all of this. My god. The Ice Cavern was quite nice. With with the jump across, even if I feel like I do like the rest of it a bit cleaner, that jump across is super nice. But I'd never, don't know how I've never thought of doing that. Um, his high caves with the single charge for a fireworks chest here. I think I could adopt that and make it quicker. Then the Wizard Peak, was standard Wizard Peak. Alpine, super clean movement in his Alpine. Follow hard. It's just that, again, his movement's so good. His Terrace was like so much nicer than mine. His Bug, fairly standard, except for the little right side thing he did. Yeah, like here, where he goes to the right here. I mean, it's a bit scary, but it works, and it would be quicker if it wasn't so scary. Um, Treetops obviously have time save. His metal had a time save. His Dark Passage was super clean, but yeah, love the Dream Movers movement, the home mode movement. I like how he does that there. Super nice. Even if he was a bit awkward there, but uh, Sharky fumbled a bit. Cove could have been a little smoother. Toilet Hub is clearly something I need to practice. Just 3 times save. And then yeah, the Nork, you could have saved an extra 2 seconds. That's key takeaways, I guess. I'm gonna make notes of those. Mental notes, I'll practice them. Yeah, I mean, what an incredible, incredible run. Like, genuinely incredible run. A run that was super demoralizing to me when I first saw and I realized like, oh my god, I might never reach this like kind of peak. But like now that I look back, this run right here, which was, yeah,
best pace after Wizard Peak with 8:42, and then tied after Crystal Flight. Um, I could have pulled this run through to be world record, um, even with the mistakes I was making and with slower movement at the start, stuff like that. Like I could have still pulled through. Oh yeah, I got like a crazy metalhead earlier. Good for me. But like even with stuff like that, like this could have still been world record potential. I mean, and if I just like knuckle down, head down, fucking grind, I could probably reach time like house, maybe even 24 4x. I mean, this obviously is bad. Like that's dog ass. And then the RNG at the end obviously could have been better as well. But like, yeah, I mean, I am quite happy I did this. I think this was good. It's always good to look at the world record, get to analyze it. House's movement's so clean, it's so hard to emphasize how clean it is, honestly. Yeah, that is all. See you.